What is he doing? Sharma ji, finally I'm all set to go to the US. Please help me with my packing list. I'm really confused. Yeah, sure. As always, let's create a video and help everyone. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Boliye Sharma ji, and if you're new to this channel, please do hit that subscribe button in order to stay connected with my journey within the United States. So I was going through my stuff a couple of weeks back and I actually came across my packing list that I had created while I was coming to United States as a student. And this is one of the topics which really confuses everyone, and as a student you really have to think what should I carry and what should I not. So this is my actual packing list. It says blue bag, I think this one is red bag. So I actually had divided everything based upon the bags, and all the list. This is the red small bag and some other bags. I had everything divided as per the bag. So this is probably your number one tip. Whenever you divide stuff based upon different bags, do note down everything so that once you land here you know what is where. And I can't believe I actually carried the machhardani and I even carried the sui dhaga and even the measuring tape as well. Back then I had no idea what to carry and what not to carry, so I carried nearly everything. And I got the deal from Qatar Airways, and under that there were 3 baggage allowance, so I nearly carried everything that you can think of. But in this video I'm going to highlight the important things that you have to carry and that you shouldn't carry. So let's begin the video. So first, let's discuss about the number of bags. So in typical scenarios, you'll be getting 2 checked-in luggages of 23 kgs each. Along with that, you also get 2 hand baggages. The first will be your small trolley, which weighs around 7 kgs. And second will be your laptop bag, which can be any backpack like a small one will be carrying to your college as well. So in this video, I'll be utilizing my list as to how I packaged different items in different bags. So let's see what was in my hand baggage. So the first bag is your backpack slash the Chotu laptop bag that you'll be carrying with yourself, and this is the bag that you might also carry to your college. So it's not of a big size, but it definitely holds a lot of items. So in my case, and I'm actually referring to my list, I actually carried all the documents. So if you have not checked out my video on F1 visa interview, under that for the first 5 to 10 minutes I talk about the important documents that you need. So essentially it's all the documents that you carried for your F1 visa interview is the same documents that you have to carry. So those are the documents. The second important item that you can carry in your backpack would be your electronics. Under that you can carry your laptop. For me personally, I didn't carry my laptop, so I put in some extra set of clothes in there, but you can put your laptop, spare mobile if you have, or let's say if you have hard drives and everything, watches or anything that's valuable and you don't want to lose, do carry that in your backpack. The third item would be to carry some snacks with you, and it could range from anything like a hide and seek biscuit to homemade chapatis or theplas that you can consume within like 20 hours or so. That can really help you because sometimes you might not get the food of your desired choice. So that way if you have the snacks, you won't feel hungry until the time you reach your apartment. And also you can carry your neck pillow. That's very important. I did bought that from the Big Bazaar. It's very good. Trust me, for the first time if you're coming here, it's a long flight of 15 to 16 hours. So do carry a neck pillow. That can be part of your backpack as well. Carry your passport photos because it's very expensive here. I had once gone out to get my passport pictures. I think I got like 2 of them and it costed me $15, which was like super expensive. So get like 2x2 size of passport pictures, like 30-40 of them. You might not need, but just be sure and carry them. Carry extra your phone screen guard slash phone covers. It costs $10 to $15, but in India if you are getting it for like 100 rupees, or in your home country if you're getting it for cheaper, why not just carry like couple of them just to be sure and save money. So do that. So I think that's pretty much about the first bag. Let's move on to the next bag. So a tip before we move forward, what I did, I divided all of my stuff across different bags. So I didn't put like all utensils in one bag or all grocery items in one bag or all clothes in one bag. So what I did, I divided everything equally and placed everything equally across all the bags. Definitely the food items and utensils were in checked in baggage, but just giving you an idea so you can do that as well. So let's move on to the next bag slash the category. In here I'll be talking about the grocery slash food items. It's very essential because everyone has their own food habits. So at least for the initial 1 or 2 months, do carry everything that's needed to survive, because it will be a new city, it will be a new place. So it will take some time to get used to the surroundings and before you go out actually buy stuff. So do carry things for 1 to 2 months. What I would recommend, if you are an Indian student, do carry like one small box of all the masalas. So you can carry the smaller version of nearly all the masalas. So that way you'll have the stock of supplies for at least a month or so, because your roommates will also be getting, so that way you all can survive for 2-3 months in together. Now let's say if you're carrying some homemade items like laddus, or for example like homemade pickle, do ensure first of all to pack that very properly and get it like sealed pack. What I did, I also placed handwritten slash printed labels on top of the homemade item, saying that what is that item and what are the ingredients in that item. Like for example the laddus, I put that it has gram flour, sugar, and etc. So let's say it gets picked up in custom, they can actually see the ingredients, and even if they want they can test. That happens. But do ensure to pack it very properly. Do not carry ghee, oil or stuff like that. It might spill across, so it's up to your discretion if you want to carry or not. Now you can also carry at least for, I would say, like first 7 days, carry like the MTR packed foods. So that way you don't have to worry about cooking as soon as you land. You'll have the instant food ready, so you can simply heat it off and start eating. So these are the items that I carried while I came to US. These are all the groceries, the masalas and everything. So you can pause the video and take a look at this list. It's a very comprehensive list, so whatever you want to carry, please do carry, and it shouldn't be like too much. You have Indian store here. If you have not already checked out my video on the Indian store, do check out my video on the Indian store. The link is in the description below. Now let's move on to the next category. The next item on the list are the utensils, which are again very important because you have to cook food in your utensils. Under that, the first and the foremost will be your pressure cooker, and again pressure cookers can range from 3 liters to 7 liters, but typically carry like a 5 liter, which will do the majority of your job. Also carry the extra rubber linings that comes with the pressure cooker and vessels, because you might lose something or something might not work later. So do carry like extra pair of rubber linings and the vessel. Now another important item that helped me a lot was the vegetable chopper. So do carry the vegetable chopper, and it can help you a lot. Moving on to the list, you can carry one item each of have like a kadhai, tea maker, and have like a chakla belen for your chapati making process. Do carry knife. Do not carry like so many knives, probably like a 2 or 3 can be enough. And under that you can also carry a peeler, because peeler, in my personal experience, when I lost a peeler, it costed me like $15 to get a good peeler, and I was like, man, India mein 100 rupees mein milta hai, even less. So do carry the peeler as well. If possible, do also carry the idli maker, because in US you get this homemade batter of idli that you can typically put an idli maker, and it's a very quick breakfast that can save a lot of time, and it's like filling. I bought an idli maker I think couple of months back. It costed me like $30, and I was like, this was very expensive. So do carry an idli maker as well. So this is the list of utensils that I carried, and again you can take a pause and read the list completely. It's up to you what you want to carry. There is no right or wrong things to carry and to not to carry. Take a moment and think, do you really need this stuff? And utensils typically have a weight, so you do not want to carry a lot of items. And one tip could be, you can divide the utensils list amongst your roommates. So let's say if you have like 2 or 3 or 4 of them, you can divide, like 2 people can get like 2 cookers, 2 people can get karhais, and 1 can get a chakla or belen or something. In terms of getting the immediate utensils, which is like plates, spoons, cups and everything, do not carry like too many of them, because in US you get all of this like very cheap. So carry like 2 plates, 2 cups, 2 spoons and things like that, not more than that. So the next category of items are toiletries / your personal hygiene, personal care items. And under that, the first one would be to carry 10 to 15 pairs of your undergarments, because laundry is something that you won't be doing every day in US, because first of all it's not cheap. You have to go, let's say if you don't have a washer dryer in your apartment, you have to go out and pay like $1 or $2 to wash your clothes, or else even if you have it in apartment, it's not like super good to run a load every day. So do carry like extra 10 to 15 pairs of your undergarments. Carry your grooming items like shaving kit or trimmer, razor and things like that. If you are carrying a razor or an electronic item, do carry the converter. In my case, this converter is the global converter, so it has a Europe charger and it's called a travel universal adapter. So this has probably saved my life for the past 4-5 years, because I still use a couple of India devices like my Philips trimmer. So this is the most essential item, so do carry like 2 of these if you're carrying a couple of electronics from India. So the next item on the list are things like toothpaste, toothbrush, your hair oil and your shampoos, your bath soap, bath body wash, etc. So do not carry like too many of these, because you get everything here in US of the same cost, and it's not super expensive. Also note that while you are packing these items, do ensure to put a cello tape around the cap of each of the items, so that way it do not spill out with the force and everything. So next would be, and it's for all the people who have specs just like me, do carry like minimum 4 extra pairs of specs, because it's very expensive here. Once you have broken your glasses, you kind of wander around and get like an expensive pair. So do carry like extra 4 pairs, and if you wear contact lenses, do carry that as well. These are the list of items that you can carry as part of your personal care, personal hygiene. Again, you can pause this video and take a look at this list. This is all based upon my experience and what I got. You can carry and change this list as per your requirement. So let's move on to the next category. So the next category is your clothes and your accessories. So under your clothes, the first and the foremost would be to carry like 4 to 5 sets of your formal wears, because once you come here, you will be attending career fairs, you will be attending interviews, you will be going to, let's say, different offices for your experience, even going for an internship. So you need a formal set of clothes for that. Associated to that would be to get like 2 pairs of your belts and another 2 pairs of your formal shoes. You can get everything here, but I somehow feel that, and it's again my personal opinion, that these things cost little less in India, especially when you're coming as a student and you do not want to spend too much money, at least in the first 2 years. So get all of these formal set of clothes with yourself. Also do carry 2 suits / blazers if possible. If not, just carry one, at least carry one, because you need to have like the formal attire here in career fairs, so that's very much required. So the next item on the list would be your bed sheet and your pillow covers. So carry like 2 sets of each, because you need them. If you, let's say, do not have a mattress, at least you can use them and spread it across the carpet and sleep on for a couple of days if at all it's needed. Now moving on to the casual wears, and that would include like 4 pairs of jeans and somewhere around 8 to 10 t-shirts. T-shirts would be something that you will be getting plenty of here in career fairs or company visit or things like that. Then you need to carry in terms of your shoes, as I mentioned, formals are definitely a must. Then carry a casual one, and also carry like the sandals. I personally got the Bata one, so do carry the sandals in case your area gets so much of rain. Now just a disclaimer that do not carry like too much of winter clothes, because first of all, the winters here are very harsh compared to India, so some of the clothes might not sustain and might not be good enough to survive US ka winter. So carry like 1 or 2 jackets, not more than that. And typically towards the year end in November, we have a festival called as Thanksgiving, and under that we have a Black Friday sale. So you can buy a good set of jackets or even like a snow boot or something in that sale, but do not carry like too much of winter clothes. You carry like 2 set of towels. Towels typically do not cost too much here, but it's always good to carry from your home country. Then also carry like 10 to 12 pairs of socks, because you will be using them a lot here. I personally also carried raincoat, and it varies from place to place and the amount of rain that you get, but it's always good to carry like a raincoat or even like a small umbrella, not a big one. So a subcategory under clothing would be to carry your traditional wears. So let's say if you are an Indian student coming to US, do ensure to carry the Indian traditional attires, that you are comfortable with, and typically it could range from 2 to 3 pairs of your traditional wear. So nearly all the colleges have Indian Student Association who celebrate different festivals here, and even within amongst yourself you'll be celebrating all the Indian festivals. So having that Indian clothes definitely give that feeling of, you know, back in India how you used to celebrate the festivals. So do ensure to carry like 2 to 3 pairs of traditional wear. Along with that, have like the matching or associated footwear. So these are the list of clothing that I personally carried, and again this might look like a very big list, so please modify it as per your need. You can pause the video and take a look at this, but based upon your requirement, do carry whatever you feel comfortable and whatever you think would be needed. I think that's all pretty much for this video, and I hope you liked this video. If you have liked this video, please do hit that like button, and if you have not already done, please do subscribe to my channel. And if you are a senior or if you are a person who has already packed and if you feel that I have missed couple of items, because there are so many things that you can bring and cannot bring, do mention that in the comments below so that everyone can be aware about that. As always, I'll see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.